Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 25th going to the 1st of October. So this week, I'm just going to start for you. All right, let's see what's going on for Sagittarius. I'm just going to shuffle the cards first. Let's try and put your energy in. The initial D could mean something to you guys. All right, I'm seeing that right now. All right, so for Sagittarius, please, this week. All right, feel ready. Let's split the deck into 3, put the back together again in a different order, and let's start. For Sagittarius, please. Lovely stuff already. I really feel called towards saying, like, make sure you're looking after your health here. Meaning that, you know, the seasons are changing. So I feel called towards telling you, like, to make sure you're making medicine. Maybe you are making medicine, or maybe it's your advice to make some natural medicine here. Ginger shots are amazing, but some of you might be struggling with like ear infections, or maybe you're more prone to ear infections. Maybe try to find something that is like good for you when it comes down to that, because I'm just sensing a bit of an ear infection that I don't know why, like random. Don't worry, just prevent it. Okay, your reading looks good. Let's talk about it. So in terms of your past energy and how that might be influencing you this week is a Magician. So there's a few things I want to say. This definitely could mean that you've dealt with some manipulative people in the past. And this is an energy that might still be around you. You might find yourself not being able to trust something for face value, which is not a bad thing. I think we learned the hard way that not everything is as it seems. It's okay to question things if necessary, but don't be overly excessive in questioning everything. Just find out the extra details and trust your gut instinct is something very important. But when it comes down to your own energy, you might have felt like you've been trying to manifest something for a while. Maybe you have been seeing a lot more maybe you're seeing a lot more manifestations happening recently. That is a message for a reason. My little notification. It feels like something that you are manifesting is coming through, and it feels like it's to do with your finances or your work situation. Just remember, you have all the tools that you need, and you can start from anywhere in the present moment. Okay, it's super important. The divine, when you're manifesting, when you manifest, you can start from ground zero. You can have nothing, and you can assume you have nothing, but what you have is a spiritual gift anyway. All of us do, a spiritual connection to the universe and what put us here. I can smell burning. Don't know why, like it's not a smell. I can't smell it now now that I said it, but pay attention to what you're cooking as well, or toast, I don't know. Anyway, right, let me come back. What I was saying was, we can think that we have nothing, but we actually have everything that we need to manifest anyway. Okay, so instead of giving yourself excuses like I can't have this until I have that, or I can't have happiness until I have this, etc., etc., trust in the universe. Be more open to understanding that if you can visualize it now, it does not matter what you have now. It doesn't matter how different your present looks like to what you want your future to be like. You have to embody it. You have to step into it. It's about who you are as a person and what energy you're putting out into the universe, rather than what you actually physically or tangibly have. Okay, so that's super important. The universe is listening, so this energy coming through in your current energy from your past is saying that this energy is still pushing forward. So if there is an old manifestation you've been really trying to put into play, it feels like it's still lingering. Okay, you're still getting there, which is lovely. It is pertaining to, or a different message could be happening with the Nine of Pentacles being in your current situation, who you are right now. Nine of Pentacles, feeling more confident in your own energy, feeling like you're actually able to take the time and love the journey, which is lovely. Nine of Pentacles also represents that you might be finding yourself feeling more financially free, or maybe you are feeling like you have a bit more money. This reading is around a bit more of payday. I would say put some savings aside, and maybe you are feeling called towards doing that this month. It will really help you, because as you can see here, she has all this kind of saved up here. That's what she's relying on, that's what she's leaning on, and this is what she's able to spend. So make sure you're saving, make sure that you put money aside for your own investment. For some of you, if you are self-employed or looking to be self-employed, this looks like a good time to start putting that into action, or a good time to be receiving the results of that, because Nine of Pentacles is a very fruitful energy, and one where she feels very calm and relaxed and stable enough to settle into the present moment. So That's very good and a good energy to embody. In terms of your higher self and what they want you to align yourself right now is the 10 of Wands. So there might be some busy times ahead here. They do want you to embrace that, but just make sure that you aren't holding on to too many things. There is a lesson coming up for you guys to understand when is a good time to let go, especially if it's things that you don't need to hold on to. So if it's other people's problems, if it's other people's work, don't go doing it. All right, 10 of Wands says that there is an end of a difficult, exhausting journey, one where you've been working super hard, dealing with a lot of things at once here with the 10 of Wands. It does feel like you're finally going to be able to let it go. And given that this is an energy that they want you to embrace, is I feel like accepting. Interesting. For those of you who are manifesting, I feel like I'm picking up on an energy here where sometimes we feel like we have to like do so much to make a manifestation come to life, and it's just not the case. You'd see the difference between this energy, someone who's scrambling, like I need this, and manifesting this. I need to work more, do more. It kind of feels like this is scrambling, desperate energy. No offense to that, but we don't have to do that. I think what you're putting an end to is a very difficult journey of your life where you've just held on to so much, had so much. I think what's changing here, and the message that they're bringing up, is the fact that you're releasing that chapter here. You don't have to do much in the future. I think it will feel like less because you enjoy it. You feel more free with the Magician energy because it feels like the universe is on your side finally. I want to say finally. Feeling like a pink orchid could be significant. Or orchids. Google it. I don't know what the meaning is behind an orchid or a pink orchid. I don't know, but there we go. So you're coming to an end of a journey, and that's what the universe wants you to embrace, is like you can relax now. Whatever they're saying, you can relax now. Even though it seems like you have a lot to carry, it's just about a sacrifice. It's about understanding that, okay, do we need to hold on to this though? This could be past situations. This could just be, again, like not an addiction to work, but an addiction to believing that things need to be difficult to be successful. It's not true. Things can be difficult, yeah. Doesn't mean it has to be for you to be successful, by the way. What's blocking you is the Hermit. I held up sideways just unconsciously that because that's the position it's in. The Hermit. Interesting. Now, the Hermit represents a teacher, a mentor. It represents our higher self, really. So your higher self coming through as a blockage to the 10 of Wands. Maybe it's because you're not really listening to your higher self. Now, you guys are very wise, Sagittarius. You guys have been here many lifetimes. Let's just say that. You're coming through as the Hermit here. As you can, there's a very big difference between these two. So what's interesting is that it's almost reversed here. I think what they're wanting to say here is that you're coming to the top of the mountain here. You don't need to carry all this stuff up with you to have wisdom or to have enlightenment or whatever it is, to have truth or to have hope or to have success, let's say, for example. I would say that maybe there is a need to reflect, a need to connect with your higher self, to your intuition. I think there's been a bit of a blockage here. And sometimes we hold on so much to past situations, like the lessons, like, you know, when you repeat something in your head over and over so you don't forget it, that's your past. Like, I think you've repeated that over and over the story. You don't need to hold on to it, though, to remember it. And it feels like you're holding it almost as a god. Your stories in life, the things that you've been through, is becoming a bit of like a god. That's your god towards others. It's what you're using to protect yourself, which is a natural way of doing things. But the Hermit is kind of saying that you've moved beyond those situations. You don't need to hold on to it anymore. It doesn't need to be your god. You're up way higher, so much higher than where you were, and you just don't see that just now or just yet. Spirit wants you to know how far you've come, how much wisdom you've gained. You're not that naive person anymore. Regardless of your age, you're not young anymore, whatever that means, whatever they're saying here. It means you've matured a lot since you made these mistakes, or since you've been holding on to these things, or since, you know, I feel like what you're doing here is you're being told to release these things, to step into this Hermit energy. Some of you will be like a teacher or a mentor or a guide for others. Some of you, it's about teaching other people your experiences. Some of you could be spiritual practices, for example, but it's mainly coming from your wisdom than spiritual stuff, to be fair. You've learned a lot in your time. Maybe you guys could be good like story writers or just mentors, you know. All right. In your environment, my lovelies, we do have the Six of Pentacles. So things will be made right in your environment. It does feel like maybe there is a little bit of a sneaky element here, but it feels like there's a bit of karma coming through if there is somebody in your environment that you feel is, I want to say greedy or selfish. As you can see here, this is about somebody who is begging for something that they don't actually need and therefore taking the opportunities from others here. So I think that's going to be balanced out. For some of you, you may find yourself again being in need for others. Other people needing you, should I say, is a better way of saying that. Six of Pentacles can also be about promotion or being given some financial recognition here. So that's very good. Make sure that we're paying attention to what we're spending on a daily basis, whether it's your time or your money or your energy. Make sure you're only giving it to things that are going to be fruitful for you in the near future, okay? And also, I'm hearing, and I don't know if this is for you or for somebody else around you needs to hear this, but it may not look fair, but it is. That's what it feels like. It may not look fair, but it is. As you can see here, it's almost like this person seems like they're getting more, but you don't know if they need more. You know, so just don't compare yourself to others at this time. Very important. In your personal situation, in terms of what is an internal influence for you, as a Ten of Cups. So there's something that's going to be making you feel super happy this week. It could be closeness with family. It could just feel like you're just super grateful. It feels like you've achieved a goal in some sense when it comes down to your emotions, which is very lovely. I think for a lot of you, you are picturing a lot more about your future and where you want to be, and that brings you happiness. So keep doing that. That is a very good way of manifesting. It feels like visualization. Others of you, again, you're feeling very content and happy when it comes down to your family, the happiness of your family, or just to do with where your life is going. It's interesting. There is a lot of that manifestation influence, which is good. But again, very big thing is to release this. Release that weight. You don't need to hold it. In terms of what you can't see right now is a star. What you can't see is your achievement. What you can't see is the fact that you are going to be getting some wish fulfillment here. She's got lovely. She's dressed here so I don't get demonetized. But this is about the fact that you're going to achieve something. And this is very good in terms of the Magician. You are getting a manifestation here. This is lovely in terms of healing as well. So this is nice. Whatever you've had to let go of, it's for the greatest benefit. And also any charity work that you've been doing, you are going to be receiving like acknowledgement for that. And I know that's not why you do it. But this is the fact that you are a genuine, authentic person. This is Aquarius energy. So there's something very unique about you, very unique about your life and your path here. And this is where you're going to start to see that and embody that a lot more. In terms of your near future, we do have the Lovers coming through who are fully clothed. The Lovers is about a choice. So in the near future, you might find yourself coming up across some options. Make sure you go for what fuels your heart space, all right? Something that makes you feel super like trust your intuition, all right? There can also be a romantic opportunity coming up for you in the near future, okay? This is a match made in heaven. I want to say with this combination, this is somebody who sparks your fire, if I want to say. Sagittarius is someone who makes you feel a certain way. This might come as a surprise to you. You may not recognize it. You may not realize it, that it's your time to be in a relationship, but it is coming for you. For those already in a relationship, it feels like this could be getting stronger, all right? Something's happening in a relationship that's making it stronger. All right. In the distant future, you have the Three of Cups. So that's interesting because this is again about celebration, friendships, all right? Something between you and others that's going to be celebrated. I don't know if this is to do with work and abundance, which can be the case. It feels like an abundance more than anything else. You'll find yourself having more socializing, more happiness is coming into your life in general in the distant future here. We also have, in terms of your advice and what you need to hear and do, is don't be afraid of changes. Don't be afraid of being open to blessings. Anything can happen, and that can be absolutely scary, but it can also be very rewarding. It depends on how you see life. Is the cup half empty or is it half full? Is the future scary and daunting, or is it exciting and exhilarating? It's up to you to decide. Of course, the wheel is always turning, so we are going to come across things that we don't quite like and some things that we absolutely love, but the surprise in life and the blessings in life is really what the unknown is. So it's really about asking you to embrace that. And by the way, this is your energy. So that's what I have for you. Let's go and get some oracle cards for you. Wow, that wanted to come out. You guys do have a soulmate coming through, Sagittarius. It's love coming your way. Wow, I like that. I love that a lot. All right, let's see. We have retreat coming up for you guys. All right, again, that hermit energy. Maybe you do need to take some time out, recognize your soul a little bit, get some reflection, but let go of the God. All right, he has the stick, which is like a staff. It represents wisdom. And although these are wands, I'm seeing it in this case as staffs. You've learned a lot of lessons, but you don't need to hold all of these as medals, like as what you've learned or as protection. Let it all go. All right, your wisdom is enough to speak volumes. All right, one more. Again, that's referencing to books here. You have new beginnings coming through for you as well. So new cycles, new beginnings. Your life is changing for the better here, my lovely. And let's get you some tea leaf tarot as well, Sagittarius. Alrighty. We have Reef coming up, sorrow over a loss. Some of you may have been feeling like this recently. This came up with a chain of events that will affect your life. Some of you may have felt like you've lost something, but it is going to impact your life in a very direct way. Something outside of yourself will direct you. It feels positively because we do have success coming through. And with success, we do have peacock, and it says, beware of great pride. You will be very successful. All right, just don't get too ahead of yourself. Only meaning that what you don't want to do is start with the ego, with the peacock here. You're very unique. You're very different. You do stand out, but just be aware of having pride within that. Something, you're going from a loss to a huge success. That's your storyline, Sagittarius. All right, something's impacting you directly, even if it wasn't a direct impact, but whatever. Maybe someone else's mistakes are just blowing up your life in an incredible way, whatever it may be. Feels very positive. Alrighty, my angels, if you would like a personal reading, that will be linked down below. If they are sold out already, then make sure that you guys put your email in a wait list and you'll be notified fast next time that they're open, which should be soon. I'm trying to be a bit more like leaving them open, but they might close depending on what I'm doing in my personal life and what's happening in my life, or if I want to break. All right, if you guys want to get into some meditation, I have a lovely partnership with an app down below, which I loved. I trialed it out for a few months before I put it out to you guys, because I wanted to make sure that it was something that not only I felt had an impact in my life, but that way I can tell if it will have an impact in yours. So if you want to check out my video on my page to see how it helped me, then you can check that out. But if you already believe me and want to try it out for yourself, there is a 7-day free trial link down below using my code. It should all be down there. So that you can try it out for yourself, see if you like it. It's got anything for meditations, for chakras, and intuition, and getting to know your higher self, future self, letting go of certain negative emotions or whatever it may be, fears, worries, doubts. They have ASMR on there if you're into that. If you like sound, sleep sounds or sound baths, they have it all on there. What else they have? They have breath work if you want to control your breathing, control your mind. It's all on there, so try it out. It is risk-free. If you don't like it, then you can just cancel your trial, but if you do like it, then you get 25% off your membership if you want to continue. So there's that. It's a very good opportunity, and you can join me in using the app as well. So I send you my love, wish you all the best, and I hope you guys have an incredible week, and I hope to see you guys next time. All right.